Да.
We need toilet. And that was the river Nile water. So they come by boats. And then the kings go walking inside the area to see all the ground house inside. And we see the lake where they swim and wash their bodies in ancient times. So these temples have been built by many kings and queens. We can go to see the
Mamma, stai. L-am băgat în... Lasă că nu l-am.
Unde l-ai băgat?
And this is your ticket. And for him, you come with me.
Lasă-te.
Come with me. You can scan it to go. This way?
În ghiozdan.
Your sunglasses, Tyson? Yes. This is yours. Yours. Okay. This way.
Puneți ochelari.
Very big, eh? This is the biggest one we have.
Nu, pune la ochi. Dar Ricardo, mergi, nu e că trebuie să alergi. Uite la acolo.
Hai de mult tot.
Hai de mână, te.
Look at this. This is the main entrance of the temple we can see today. Look how it's very big one. Each one stone, each one block is about 1 ton kilogram heavy. So they built more than 5,000 stones above each other in ancient time. But they had no machines and no technology. So everything was done by hand and animals. That's why they finished Karnak Temple in 2,000 years. 2,000 years working, 2,000 years building, many people, many times, because this Karnak had been used for more than 4,000 years ago. So the kings, when they become the first one and rule the country, he start to share the building, and he has to build a gate for his god, and he write his name on it. So we're gonna now to see 100 kings. They worked here for 2,000 years. If the king he die, his son continue, and then the grandson. That's why they built a massive gate. Look at the sphinxes, I told you about it. This is the main gate. So the sphinx, it means like security. That's like a checkpoint. They stop anybody is not welcome to see the area. Look at the Egyptian workers. They're still digging in the sand, looking for more statues, looking for more temples. So we have to remove the sand and the mud, because this temple was completely hidden by sand and hidden by water of the river Nile. So the river Nile was covering everything till they built a dam. So now in these days, we need to remove all of the villages nearby and looking for the ancient Egyptian temples. And they come by boats. And the river Nile was here. So here, the kings and the queens, they come by boats in ancient Egyptian time. And then he start walking and visiting the god temple and the god house you can see. And by the way, everything you go to see now, it's original. But this temple, I told you, was hidden by sand till the last century, and nobody can see anything. So Egyptologists and archaeologists, they are digging daily and looking for the statues and the temple, and we're not finished yet, because we have many things to visit and many things to look for. The Arabs, when they come to here, they build their houses and they build their villages. So look behind you, this is the mosque with a green flag. This is the house of the Muslim Imam. We call it Sheikh Ali. That's more than 800 years ago. And if you look at here, please. This is the ancient Egyptian alphabet, where we can read and write in ancient Egyptian time. Arabic from right to left, English left to right. But this text here has free way for writing. It depends about the faces of the animals and the birds. So look at here, you can notice all the birds looking to the right side. It means I have to read from right to left. But if you look at here, it's written in a column. So I read up to down. Yes. And this afternoon, you go to see upside down pictures. I read from down to up. So the artist has free way for writing and reading in ancient Egyptian time. The most important thing I have to read the name of the king. Look at the name of the king. It's in a big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So this is called cartouche. Cartouche, the name of the king. So each king have to sign and put his name to tell the people, I'm the owner of this stone, I'm the owner of the temple. The god, you remember his name?
Yeah.
Amun Ra. Looks like a ram. We see the Sphinx with the ram head. But here, the same god like a human man. So the god can change his body, sometimes as a human, sometimes as an animal. Can I show you more? يا ديفيد صباح الفل يا حبيبي.
Is figure because sun rises every day and sets and re-rise was a symbol of creation. This is the figure of Ram, and the owner of this statue here.
Look at the god himself with a ram head. Looks like a goat. This is the god Amun Ra himself.
Goat Amun Ra.
Yes. And here he's sitting like a sphinx for watching and protecting the area. This floor here This is not original. This is a new one. But look here, this is the real one we had. This is real stone we have in the ancient Egyptian time. But we have to change the floor every 20 years because many people, they come for walking on it. This way, keep walking with me. This is the main gate of the temple, where we used to call it a pylon, like a massive tower. Look at the size of the blocks and the stone they used in the ancient Egyptian time, how it's a very big one. The question is, how did they build it in ancient Egyptian time without any machines and without any technology? They use their hands and their animals and their workers. So when they go up, they used to put some sand so the workers can climb on it. And after they finished, they removed everything. But look at here, the temple looks like unfinished, like there is no name, no decoration, no carving. That was the last one they built in the ancient Egyptian time. So the king, his name is Nectanebo, was the last Egyptian king. In his time, Alexander conquered Egypt. You know, Alexander was a Greek king. So he came to Egypt about 2,000 years ago, and the people stopped working, and they start fighting against Alexander. But they lost the battle, and Alexander became the new king. And he built a new city, north of Egypt. We call it Alexandria, by the Mediterranean Sea. It's become the new capital, so no Luxor anymore, no kings anymore, and Egypt removed to be Greek area and a Greek temple. And then the Roman, they come to Egypt, and they built some Roman temples in Luxor and Aswan, and no Greek anymore. And then the Christian, they come to Egypt, and they build a church, and they believe in Christianity, so there is no temples anymore. And then the Islam come to Egypt, and they built a mosque. So now we have the mosque in Egypt and the church in Egypt, and the two religions only, but no pharaohs anymore. Okay? By the way, I go with you and keep telling and telling and telling, and then I give you free time to walk and make photos by yourself. And after you finish, I meet you here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
That will be our meeting point here,
Yes.
nearby the Sphinxes and the first gate.
Okay.
Let's go.
As I mentioned, River Nile outside, River Nile was flooding once a year.
Come this side, please. Come next to me. Come. And look at the names is written here. Manara, Medici. Look more up. Lita. Look more up. Pilzoni. These are the names of the old team who did discover the temple in 1870, 1860, 1890. And they put their names high. That was the level of the sand in ancient time. So everything was hidden about 200 years ago. And archaeologists keep digging every day till they found the main floor of the area. This way? Yeah.
One temple. We discovered one.
Priest work during the day, sunset there. They have house in ground. Not in
Potem fasada, pylon. Jak fasada budowana i brama budowana,
This is the way how they did build the high temples. They used to build some mud brick walls, and then they followed by sand. They make it like a ramp, and then they can climb. And after they finish working, they removed all the sand. They didn't remove it because it's unfinished, as I told you. So that was the last section. Sabah al-Full Basha. And that's why it's unfinished one. And look at here, please, before we go inside. This is the most famous king we can see in ancient Egyptian time, the boy king, Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun. This king, he was 11 years old when he became a king of Egypt. And he died when he was 18 years old. So he was a king for a very short time. So he had no temples nearby. This is the only sphinx we had found for him. But why is very famous? Because his tomb in King's Valley, the one was full by mummies and treasure and gold and diamond, and this one we still have the treasure in Cairo by Egyptian Museum. So he became very famous because his tomb and his mummy in King's Valley. Let's go to see more.
Noch nicht sehen wollen.
Abu al-Badri, صباح الفل حبيبي. I want you please to put your hand and keep putting your hand. Keep touching for a few seconds. This is very special stone. We call it energy stone. This stone, it's full by energy. The energy move in your body and kill all the bad spirits inside your body and make your body full by good energy. This one we call it alabaster stone. Alabaster, it's marble, it's crystal, it's marmor. So the ancient Egyptian people, they use it for make their house full by happiness and full by love. Until now, we still use the same stone to make some cups and some jars and some statues. So this afternoon, I take you to the mountain where we can get the rock and we can touch it. So the people, they cut for you and they write your name and then you put in your house and then you switch the light. Your house is lighting by night time. This stone never end. This is called alabaster. So if you come here by night, this stone, it's lighting like a jewelry. We call it alabaster. We're going to see them this afternoon.
Are we gonna get this one?
Yes. In the afternoon, yes.
Are we gonna be able to get this one?
In the afternoon.
Second one for his wife with a carry and
Fis. In the way back, you have many times to make photos. So listen to me first, please. Look at here. This is the King Ramses II. This is a man who had the longest life. He ruled Egypt for 67 years, and he died when he was 99 years old. He married about 60 women. He got 122 children. He had a lot of temples he built. Look at the lady between his legs. This is called the Queen Nefertari. She was not Egyptian lady. She was African Nubian. She was from Sudan. So when they get married, Egypt and Sudan become one land, one country, one king. But when the British they conquered Africa, they separated Egypt and Sudan. Her face, her body, she was the lovely wife for him. Can you see the statue? It's one piece of stone, 80 tons kilogram heavy.
80 tons?
80 tons, one piece of stone, one rock, granite. Very heavy.
Big, eh?
Yeah. Okay? Come and show you more. We come back again.
Okay.
We come back again. Look at here by planes. You can see the beautiful colors and amazing gates that was almost finished in ancient time. And these colors you can see now, it's real one. It's original. So we can see the kings and the queens, they always give offer to the gods to make them happy and make them satisfied. But you see the faces had been damaged and chiseled. That was done by old Christians and old Muslims family. They don't believe in these gods anymore, so they used to damage it in ancient time. Can I show you more? And then we come back. حق احمد ازيك يا غالي حبيبي ابو حميد اوعى يا حجه ابو علي صباح الفل
اهلا حق صلاح
ازيك يا باشا ايه الاخبار
اخبارك
كويس حبيبي
خليك
لا وسع عليك يا رب قال له يا محمود قال ايه معنى السكس بلف Look at here, my friends. It's one of the amazing area in the temple. This is very lovely to see. 134 columns, all of them representing Egyptian plant, Egyptian flower, papyrus. Look above your head. You see the colors everywhere. This is original. And look at this one here, just in the first one. Look at the King Ramses. He's holding a nice flower in the hand for making good smell and a good offer to the god. And all the columns are you see standing in one line. There is no mistakes. And this one here was completely covered by ceiling and roof. It was in the shadow all the daytime. Coronation day. So here you can see the King Ramses when he's getting the double crown of Egypt and he become the king of Egypt. So the first thing they have to do, they are washing the body of the king, but not by normal water. They are washing the body by holy water. Look at the water, come to show you. It have the shape of key of life, Ankh. Can you see that? Looks like a cross. This is the holy water. And after he become clean, he get the crown to be the king of Egypt. And then he can meet his God. Come next to me, please, and look at that side. And look up. You see the King Ramses is sitting between the beautiful women and they are holding the crown of Egypt. This is the King Ramses, the one who had a long life, about 99 years old when he died. And look at here, this is the king is kneeling in front of his gods. The first one is Amun Ra, the local god we can see here. And the second one, his wife, the goddess Mut. And the last one is the moon god. Look at the moon above his head. This is the god Khinso we have in the ancient Egyptian time. So now we go to see another temple, not for king, but for a queen. She was a woman. Come, I'll show you. Look at this, my friends. This is amazing obelisk. This one called the needle. This is one piece of stone, 30 meter high, 300 tons, kilogram heavy. One piece of stone, made out granite. And the granite is from the other city, far from here, 200 kilometers. So they have to bring it by boat in the River Nile. By the way, in the ancient Egyptian time, the first lady, she became the queen of Egypt. Her name is Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut. She was the daughter of the king, and then she married the other king, Tutmosis. Her husband died, and she had no children, so she decided to become a king by herself. When she became the first female pharaoh, she built a nice needle, an obelisk. By the way, in this area, we had 10 obelisks. Now we can see only 2. The other 8 obelisks outside of Egypt. We have one in London. We have one in America. We have one in Italy. We have one in Istanbul, Turkey. We have one in France, à la Concorde Square. And there is 5 obelisks in Rome, Italy. All of these obelisks had been taken from here. So why did he take it? Because the new king, Islam, Muslim king, don't like it, so they used to sell it in ancient Egyptian time. And look at here, these are the text. We can read and write it. We call it the hieroglyphic, so we can read from up to down. This is the ancient Egyptian word we have. By the way, when she was a female pharaoh, The other next kings, they were jealous because she was a woman. So when she died, they destroyed all of her memories and all of her temples, as you can see. So all of this area had been damaged and destroyed by the new king, Tutmosis. He was so jealous of her. But look behind you, we still have the pharaohs and the kings are still standing, and they get the offers from the ancient Egyptian kings and queens. Let's go to see more. Here only the top of it. This is for the queen Hatshepsut. Could you please follow me?
But today it's underground water. It's not connected by the main river anymore. Okay? And here you can see the scarab beetle. The scarab
Look at here. This is the holy scarab. This is the beetle. And everybody is walking around it. This is your luck time. If you walk around the scarab one round, anti-clockwise, you become luck in money and luck in business. If you walk around the scarab 2 times, you are happy in your life. If you walk around the scarab 3 times, you will get long life. So there is 3 different wishes here. 1 round for money and wealth, 2 rounds for happiness, 3 rounds for long life. Romanian people want to get everything, so they walk 6 times, 1 + 2 + 3. Make your dreams come true. You join the people, 1 for money, 2 for happiness, 3 for long life, 6 for everything. Go, go, go and join them.